Ferns are one of those foliage houseplants that enjoy this monsoon season, grow like crazy, and look extraordinary. Ferns are gorgeous houseplants that make excellent container and hanging basket plants, but many people struggle to keep them alive. So if you are one of those people who are struggling to keep ferns healthy and alive, then this video is for you. In today's video, I will be sharing my top tips and tricks to keep fern healthy, alive, and also some interesting facts about this fern. Ferns are known for their elegant, lush and rich foliage. Ferns are perfect choice to bring touch of tropics indoors. Ferns are non-flowering vascular plants whose roots, stems and these complex leaves reproduced by spores. If you notice back side of these fronds, you will notice tiny spores. Ferns have around 10,500 species. They vary in size from 1 to 2 cm tall to 10 to 25 meter in height. The majority of ferns inhabit warm, damp areas of the earth. Now let's know few fun facts about ferns. Do you know ferns are among the oldest type of plants in the world? They are older than land animal and far more older than dinosaurs. They were thriving on earth for 200 million years before the flowering plants evolved. Another interesting thing about fern is that they don't produce flowers, so there are no seeds. So they are grown from spores. These spores are produced in specialized organ known as the spore cases or sporangia. Spores usually look like small dots on the underside of the fronds. These spores can travel for hundreds of miles on air current. And fern can drop millions of spores onto the ground, but only the few that find ideal condition will grow. As I shared with you, there are around 10,500 species of fern, but among them Boston fern, maiden fern, bird nest fern are some common varieties that are easily available in nurseries. Always remember, ferns are relatively delicate plants that only grow in areas where there are suitable moist conditions. They grow under the canopy of big trees or like an epiphyte on trunks and branches of trees in moist jungle, along creeks and streams, and other sources of permanent moisture. They cannot grow readily in hot, dry areas like flowering plants. Trust me, once you know fern's basic needs, they will be easy to take care for. Like all other house plants, ferns enjoy indirect light. If you have Boston fern dark green like this, it can be grown well in medium indirect light. While golden fern, this one needs bright indirect light. They even thrive in little bit of direct sunlight, especially if it is morning sunshine. And if you live in pleasant moderate climate like Bangalore. Ferns enjoy humid weather. They do well in Mumbai, Kerala, which are close to the coastal region. But if you are come from city which has dry and hot weather, then you need to be little careful. Keep fern away from dry and windy spots. I have two golden ferns. These have been placed on our east-facing balcony that receives bright indirect light and also little morning sunshine. Rotate fern every week to expose all sides to light and encourage even growth all around. Proper and consistent watering is key to growing healthy ferns. Don't forget, ferns are not a type of houseplant that you can forget about and water whenever you remember, like snake plant or zizi plant. In general, ferns like to be kept on the moist side. For most of the houseplants, I generally recommended allowing the soil to dry out completely between two waterings. But in case of ferns, they prefer slightly moisture in their soil. Never let the soil totally dry out completely. Your fern will wilt and show its unhappiness whenever you forget to water it. So keep it consistently moist but not soggy. If you let your ferns go dry, it will develop dry fronds and it will shed leaves excessively. For watering ferns, I would suggest use can with long spout to water at the base, not on the leaves. Like watering, humidity is equally important for ferns. They are from tropical rainforests, so naturally they have an environment with lots of humidity. Ferns enjoy misting at regular intervals with soft water. Humidity level of at least 50% are required to keep ferns looking its best. Lightly misting the fern a few times a week or setting it on tray of pebbles with water will help to provide the moisture and humidity that this plant needs to thrive. If you have bright bathroom, your fern will be very happy there. The steam from the shower will provide your plant with the humidity it loves. You can also use good quality humidifier to improve humidity quickly and effectively. For ferns, no special fertilizer is required. I use seaweed solution during their growing season. In fact, now is the perfect time to feed them. Also, ferns prefer slightly acidic soil, so I like to feed them dry tea leaves or used tea bags once a month. And I personally found that it really improved the plant growth, their color and overall growth of the plants. Most ferns are forest and woodland plants that have tender, delicate, shallow roots adapted to the light forest soil, which is rich in leaf mold and decayed vegetable matter. So the potting mix must be well draining so that the roots never get waterlogged. A mix that contains plenty of compost to supply nutrients like forest soil, coco peat to retain moisture, and perlite or sand to drain out excess water from the soil is best. Ferns have delicate shallow roots, so I would suggest using wider pot rather than tall one, because once they establish they will start spreading horizontally. You can see here. Also for ferns, it is better to avoid terracotta pots because they dry out quickly and ferns prefer slightly moisture in their soil. And most important, select the pot with sufficient drainage holes at the bottom. As I shared with you, ferns don't produce flowers, so there are no seeds. The easiest way to propagate fern is through runners and by division. This golden fern is propagated by using runners of this mother plant. You can see the pot is not so wider, but still it is growing widely and branching out its fronds. Runners are also known as stolons. They are long, fuzzy, string-like structures grow on the soil surface or just beneath. You can cut off these runners to propagate the plant. Remove sections of runners that have at least one frond attached and growing tip and place them on the surface of pot of moist soil. Keep them shaded and provide high humidity for the best result. In the second method of propagation, that is through division, take your fern out of its pot and divide the root ball into smaller pieces. Repot the new plant separately. These ferns were planted last month through division and now it is showing new growth. Propagate in monsoon during the active growing season. The plant will have all the energy it needs to grow and restore. So monsoon is perfect season to propagate your plants. Till now we have discussed about how to take care ferns correctly. Now we'll share some common fern problem you might face. Brown leaves and brown leaf tips are the most common issues with ferns. Remember, yellowing drying of older leaves are perfectly natural, but when you observe suddenly more leaves are turning brown, then it's time to examine your plant. It could be a number of things. It might be that your fern is getting too much direct sunlight and you need to move your fern to the right area. In most cases, brown leaves are caused by letting the soil dry out too much and not watering enough. On the other hand, brown leaves can be appeared when you overwater your plant as well. When you notice more leaves are getting crispy and brown from the center of your fern, it is usually due to you have overwatered your plant. If just the tip of the leaves turn brown, it is usually due to low humidity or excess use of fertilizer, or the water you use has too much chlorine. Ferns can be displayed in many ways. A popular display choice is a hanging basket. Those fronds that trail down from the hanging basket remind me of small beautiful cascade. Potted ferns also look best on the balconies, and if you have huge entrance, they look best at the entrance. The luscious green foliage brings a touch of nature into modern apartment. Place the pot on beautiful tall stand or wooden stool and let the long fronds fall over the side for a fantastic visual effect. There is no plant that loves tropical and evergreen like ferns do. This plant takes me directly to the moist tropical rainforest. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please guys subscribe to Garden Vibes, and for more green updates do follow us on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Garden Vibes 14. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Till then, take care and happy gardening.